everyone. Welcome to day 28 of our month-long series. Today is a day of stillness and pause and rest and silence. A little bit of movement and breath work, but mostly we will be in a meditative seat. If this is the type of thing that you shy away from, I really encourage you to be here just for the next 20 minutes or so. You might be surprised, if you make it a regular habit, how helpful it can be in your life and just how clearing it can be for your sense of being. We'll get started. Let's get a little movement in first today, I think. So come to a seat, cross one leg in front of the other. Place your hands somewhere on your body and just feel into how you're doing today. On an emotional level, on a physical level, energetic and spiritual level, relational level. Is there anything that sticks out one way or another, being life-giving or being more draining? You can close your eyes if you want. And then just start to rock your weight from side to side, right and left. Dropping right shoulder down, left shoulder down. Have a pillow or a block or a prop nearby. As you make it over to the right side, drop your right elbow down to your prop. Reach your left arm up and overhead. Couple breaths here. Come back through center. Bring your prop to the other side. Lean up and out and over to the left. Big inhale to peel right shoulder open, gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, find a forward fold. Stretch your fingertips nice and far in front of you. And we'll move with the breath. As you inhale, walk your right hand over to the right side, bend to the right, left bicep is framing your ear. This is our inhale. Exhale, cactus your left elbow, peel your shoulder open, expand across the collarbones. So rolling heart up towards the sky. As you inhale, stretch your left hand diagonally out to the right in front of you. Big side body stretch, and then exhale, both hands walk over to the left. Left hand plants, inhale, side bend, bicep frames the ear on the right side. Exhale, cactus your elbow, draw it back, shoulder blade down the back body. Inhale, right hand stretches to the left front corner of your space. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Inhale, side stretch. Reach through your left fingertips. Exhale, bend your left elbow. Inhale, stretch your left hand to the right corner of the mat. Exhale, towards the other side, left hand to plant. Breathe in, right arm reaches up and overhead. Exhale, cactus, draw your shoulder back. Inhale, right hand stretches to the left corner of the mat. And exhale, fold through center one more time. Come back up to a seat. Place your hands on your knees. Roll your shoulders backwards, both at the same time. And then do a little alternating right and then left. Bring your hands to interlace back behind your body. Place one thumb on top, it doesn't really matter. As you inhale, stretch your heart through your shoulders. Press your palms together, and then if you can, straighten your elbows. As you exhale, bring your hands to the right hip, drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. Take a little bit of movement through your neck, through your head, circling or nodding. Good. Stretch your arms back again. You can change the interlace of your fingers if you want. Breathe in to expand across the chest. Breathe out, bring your palms, your hands, your fists to the left hip bone. Drop left ear to left shoulder and take some movements here. Come back through center. Let's move through a little bit of cat-cow. On your inhale, pull your hands into your knees. Lean your heart out, arch through your back, and drop your head. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, round through the back body, hollow out through the stomach. Inhale, open up to cow pose. Great place to close your eyes. Exhale, round and curl to cat. Couple more rounds. Just moving at a pace and a cadence that works for your body and your breath. We're just working to get out any little wiggles we need to and find a nice little full body simple stretch before we sit. Let's start to take some barrel rolls. So move your ribs in a clockwise direction, scooping out and forward and then drawing back, hollowing out the front body. Ribs and pelvis are moving in opposite directions. Good, and then switch the direction of your circles. Couple more rounds. Take a big breath. Extend your right leg long. And we're gonna find a seated pigeon. So bend the right knee actually, plant your foot onto the mat, cross your left ankle over top of your right thigh. The more sensation you want, you will walk your body closer in towards your left shin. Send some breath into the outer left hip. Maybe let the knee rock from side to side. If you're super close in a compact shape, walk your right foot out a little bit further. Point your fingertips, plant them behind you and point them towards your bottom. Press down through your foot and then lift your hips high, reverse tabletop. Open across the front of the shoulders and biceps. Maybe drop your head back. Breathe in here. Good. Breathe out, lower your hips. Drop your left foot over to the right side. So we're in a seated twist. Left hand is like a kickstand behind you. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, right elbow to hook on left knee. And then gaze out over your left shoulder. Good, come back through center and we'll switch it out. Left foot plants, kneecap is pointing up to the sky. Cross your right ankle over your left leg. Walk your body in closer if you want more of a stretch. Try to sit nice and upright. Maybe roll out your ankles, wiggle your toes. Walk your left foot out a little bit, plant your hands behind you, and then lift up, reverse tabletop. Just a breath or two here. On your next exhale, lower hips down. Drop your right foot to the mat over towards the left. Sit up tall out of your waist and then twist over to the right. Left elbow hooks on outside of right knee. Good. Come back through center. Both legs extend long in front of you. Inhale, reach high through your fingertips. Exhale, take a forward fold. Any block or bolster option would be great. I like to place one underneath my knees so that I don't fully straighten out my legs. That's just my preference. And let's land here. Soften through the back body. Release the tension in your neck and your jaw that's holding your head up right now. And if you need to physically support your head with your hands or with props, take that option. Two more breaths to settle. Lift back up whenever you're ready and find a comfortable seat of any sort. Or lay down if that's better for you. Get out any other wiggles or shifts or movements that you need. Hopefully you feel a little bit opened up through your body, a little bit present in your body. And then as you're ready, close your eyes down. Flipping your gaze from the outer world to this internal landscape. And to get started today, I'd like you to just follow your breath through your body on the inhales and exhales. And the goal is to really soften and smooth out the transition from inhale to exhale. So instead of doing a count, just let it feel like the ebb and the flow of waves on the shore. One thing just turns into the other. One thing just becomes the next. Check in with your mind, see if it has wandered already. That is okay, that is normal, but try to anchor it back on to the attention on the breath. And let your awareness simply rest on the inhales and the exhales and the softening in between. I think it's easy to overcomplicate this practice sometimes, but it's really nice to return to the simple spot of just being. Thinking less. Thinking is good. Thinking is great for us, but we need to train ourselves to think well, to have our mind be a healthy landscape to live in. And part of that is letting it rest. And part of that is learning to be in the present moment rather than fixated on the past or the future. My teacher, Nicole Wilde, shares, she learned it from someone else, but her favorite definition of meditation is when the mind and the body are having the same experience. And I love that, and I love to bring in the heart space as well. So meditation, it doesn't need to be sitting in a specific posture, but it's any time that your mind and your body and your heart are having the same experience. So think about what that looks like for you. It could be mountain biking for my husband, or playing with your kids or your dog, or listening to music, or looking at a flower. And try to think of a time when you really lit up, like you had a spark in you because you were just so enjoying what you were doing. You were so in the flow of what you were doing. The practice of training ourselves here is that we learn to preference the present moment. We learn to be in what we're doing to make the moment even sweeter. I want to share, I wrote down a quote that same teacher, it was at the end of one of her classes in Shavasana pose, and I really, really liked it. So it says, talking about the practice, the Shavasana, the pause at the end, it's this really beautiful opportunity that we have in this practice to truly connect to what is here. So rather than letting the mind jump into the future or hold on to the past or try to recreate the past or create a future that doesn't even exist yet, can you invite yourself into the moment of now and get curious about all the possibilities that are right here, that are the culmination of everything that was and the jumping off point for whatever will be. It's all rooted right here and right now. So not only do the sweet moments become sweeter when we give them our whole heart and our presence and our body, but the hard moments become more bearable. We become more able to pause within them and choose to respond rather than react. Maybe the mundane moments, the washing of the dishes, become a little bit more mindful. You can find some ease in the everyday. Because that's all you're doing. The only time you really exist is right here and right now. So whatever you're doing is what you're doing and where you are. Rather than letting the mind stress about the future or ruminate on the past. Bring your attention back to your breath if you've lost it. And stay here to preference the present moment and be where you are for just a few more moments. As you finish your next exhale, really, really push all the air out of your lungs, even more so than you think you can. Let the very bottom of your inhale softly, smoothly transition to your fullest inhale in through your nose. Fill up all the way. Softly, smoothly open your mouth, let it go. And there's no rush to leave this space, so if you want to stay and linger longer, I would love that and encourage that. But if you're ready to transition out, just start by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Start to listen to the sounds around you. And then really gently open your eyes, letting a little bit of light in first. Eventually transitioning all the way open. And then kind of bask in this really calming, grounding presence. this halfway point in between the inner practice and the outer world. And whatever you're doing next, whatever is on your list, see if you can bring a little bit more of that presence into it. And thank you for being here. Thanks for practicing. We are almost done. We have 2 days left. I think it's great if you've stuck around. Let me know. I would love to get some feedback and to hear how you've been doing. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and then as always, I have my Venmo listed below. It'd be amazing if you donated, but if not, I'm really happy you're here regardless, and I will see you next time.